And we're live, it looks like. Let me get it to where I can set up skit chat going. Not I'm going to look at chat on my small phone because it doesn't pull it up over here, so. I'm going to look at chat on my small phone. Okay. Apparently I can hear me real well. It's good. And lighting's a little bit better, apparently, in this spot. That is good. Okay, so let me also share the fact that I am live. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, share Facebook. If you can make a comment real quick, I'm sorry. Just give me like 5 minutes. I'm still trying to figure out this Google Hangout thing, guys. I am trying. Okay. Sure. Let's go over here to the other ones that I use, other social media apps that I use, which I've actually put together a video, and that will be out soon. And if you want to join, just leave a comment down below. I'll get to it really quickly, guys. Just give me a second, guys. I couldn't share this stuff on my social media apps that I have on my phone until I got this started. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. Post. Repost. Page. That's good. Okay. Okay. The live chat up. Yay, Warsaw! Hey, Warsaw, if you want to come on, you're more than welcome. Sorry about the. And I'm gonna try to end this before Uncle Jim's stream tonight. I want to watch him. I didn't even know he was doing one. So yeah, if you want to, I have links where they're not supposed to show up. I'm the only one that's supposed to be able to see them. So you can, if anyone wants to join, you should be more than. Okay, Warsaw. Well, I'm saying this for really anyone. Anyone wants to join, they can. I have emails and all that stuff where only I can see it. Hopefully, if not, I will delete it so you don't get spam mailed. And then you can come on. If you have a smaller channel and you can't normally live stream because you only do stuff on your mobile phone, this will be great for you. I'll let you shout out your channel. Whatever, whatever you want to do, you can. But I'm just kind of bored and wanted to talk, and I've been reading this Mountain Men book, Preacher's Rage, and a few other Mountain Men books. And some of the stuff that I've read in there doesn't correlate with some of the stuff historically, and I'm not exactly sure how to handle that information or whatever it is. I'm not sure if it's just a mis-edit or a mistyping. If anyone's read any of these, they'll kind of understand that they kind of blatantly say, uh, by the way, Warsaw says, by the way, any news on your Spencer? Found any more history on the version? I have the Sharps, the 50, the, right, let me get it. No, double check, make sure it's empty. This down. Double check, make sure it's empty. Oh, it'd help if I took the barrel plug out. Yeah, empty. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is the 1859 Sharps Cavalry Carbine, the paper cutter. Warsaw, you're fine. But I knew what you were talking about, but I just wanted to clarify for the ones that didn't and who are also looking at the chat. But I found a little bit more about it. Turns out that one of my really old relatives, a lot of greats grandfathers, actually captured one of these off of a cavalry office, not officer, person. I don't know if it was an officer or just a regular cavalry grunt, and got a bunch of the ammo off of him, and then got a mold that would fit and was using that for a long time. And he actually had it, and that's how he came across it. He didn't. It was his war booty, and this is one of the Confederate ones, and that's how we actually got it before it was turned into nothing. And oh my goodness, my hair is atrocious. Why didn't I check my hair before I check a mirror? I don't know. But yeah, uh, but one of the things I've become a little aggravated about in reading these books, not this one in particular, is that, and one of the main characters called Smoke Jensen, for the ones who haven't, claimed that the 4440 was a weak cartridge compared to the 45 Colt. So now I gotta find 4440 rimfire ammunition. Not rimfire, centerfire cartridges. Or find out how to make them. Whatever. Because you'd think 40 grains of black powder compared to 35 grains that I can get into my loading of the Colt cartridges would be a little bit, that 5 extra games give you a little bit more oomph than the 45 Colt. But I don't know. That's one of the projects I'm going to be working on. Warsaw's question. The 4440 was used in a lot of rifles, including the Old West. Weak? Yeah, and that's the thing. I think even there was even a bunch of pistols chambered in it. If not mistaken, that was the original chambering of the Remingtons, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I've heard that said. I've heard that they were chambered in other things as well, but 4440 or 44 Remington is what I've heard that they were originally chambered in, but they're basically the same thing. It's just brand kind of thing, kind of like the 45 Schofield. I don't. I can understand why someone would say the 45 Schofield is a little weaker than 45 Colt, but 4440, I just don't. I don't know. Maybe it's just, oh, 45 versus 44. They don't actually kind of know what they're talking about, so they made a mistake. I mean, authors just, and the person who's rewriting these, or re-editing, I guess you could say, is only human. So if a mistake happens, a mistake happens. Uh, oh, and I've been trying to figure out how to do like a gas leakage check test on the shark, because that was someone asked that how to do that, and I try to answer questions that I get, that are reasonable. There's been a few that, like, okay, you're just blocked from commenting on my, because I'm not, no. As Uncle Jim would say, no, bad, no. I actually like that saying. Now, and if you haven't subbed to Uncle Jim, for anyone watching this now or the replay, go look him up, subscribe to him. He is fantastical. Is that a word? Fantastical? Eh. Uh, but yeah. So, and also I'm going to be doing. I saw this on TFB, the Firearms Block channel. They did it with a Remington rolling block, kind of like a walking fire thing. I'm gonna be kind of doing that with the sharks just to see what I can do with it. I just gotta figure out something I can use as a target, so if I miss, it don't go somewhere else, and I have an adequate backstop. I'm trying to figure that out. So, anyone in the chat has a recommendation, I will gladly look at it, and we can discuss it. Uh, and also, I ran out of the normal paper I use for my sharps, but my mom brought a whole bunch of these like colored pieces of paper that were almost the right size. I just got to nip them down a little bit more. They're like different colors, so I got a bunch of different colored sharps paper cartridges now, which and arrows gone. Yes, I actually got some thick logs. That's kind of what I'm using now, but I just want to make sure that, because I'm supposed to be going in from X amount of feet to, I think it's like you start at, I think he started, I'm going to rewatch the video and take better notes. I think he starts at 10 yards and then moves up or something like that. But first I gotta let the weather stop raining. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. It's raining. And also, another thing that happened today, I went to go upload to YouTube the results of the challenge that I was given by Average Joe Hunter. If you also haven't subscribed to him, go check him out. He's a smaller channel that could really use the boost, and he's really family friendly and stuff like that. And he's a vet, so I support all vets. And so now I'm having you're gonna have to go out there and remake the video, because this is the last target I have. I'm not going to show the other two because they were really good targets, but I want to make the video and do everything and explain the load I'm using and everything like that. And I could do pictures, but I just don't want to. That's even harder to edit for me than the videos. So I was going to go do that today. I was going to do some casting today, because I set my box that I have down full of all the different type of projectiles I have for all the ammo I have, projectiles, bullet tips, whatever you want to call them. Set it down. Now I can't. I've lost it, so I had to do casting and all that. So I have like 10 sharp carbine rounds, 5 more uh, for my muzzle loader and all that. So yeah, and like none for my 44, which I'm actually making a single holster for it for everyday carry. I'm actually still waiting on a custom rig that I could use for cowboy action shooting. Uh, and I'll be doing. I've already got a hold of the person who's doing it. He said I could do a review, and if I'm not mistaken, he's going to allow me to put his stuff at the bottom so that you can contact him to have made custom leather work done for him through him. I'm going to double check because from the quality and all the stuff that the pictures he's shown, all the positive reviews he's gotten a few that, hey, it's just a little type. I had to add an extra hole. You know, I mean, when this guy's having to make a custom holster and he's in one state and you're in all the way on the other side of the country, proper fitting, a little, maybe you have to add a little hole, buttonhole, or it's a little too loose. Things like that. Yeah, I can understand. That's going to be kind of hard to get the exact. But back to Warsaw's Patriots. Yes, I have some thick logs. Would that be enough to stomp the 5460 cartridges? What's up, Arizona Santee? I don't know if you've caught it or not, and good afternoon to you too, sir. If you want, you can jump on here and we have a talk and everything. And you can be on channel. Warsaw says if you have enough layers of logs. Okay. Well, the logs that I have are hardwood. They're black walnut. And so and you said also say 4 or 5 logs and soil. Yeah, okay, I can do the soil. That's not going to be no problem. But they're about the smallest one that I'm taking down is about this big. Would I still need about that many to stop it? But anyway, back to I'm gonna do this little PSA. If you are a channel of any kind on YouTube and you want to get just a little exposures beyond whatever, just talk to me. You can. I have emails where the link I should say private, so you can be added on here, and you can either shout out your channel and we talk for a little while or whatever. Uh, it's up to you. If you want to do it, you can. If not, that's fine. I'm gonna be doing when I do my face cam live streams. This is how they're going to be set up from now on. Anyone's welcome to come on. And the chat's over here going crazy. Going crazy for my live streams. And then I'm going to be doing. I think Tuesday is when I'm going to be doing Red Dead Redemption 2 live streams. I'm going to be doing probably about an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hour live streams. That just depends on kind of where we get to. And then I'll try to do these just kind of randomly. I'll try to still do them once a week, but kind of whenever I'd see that other channels that I like to watch and that I respect are not live streaming. So, and I'll still have them open for them. Anyone can come in, ask questions, and everything like that. And okay, guys, slow down. Okay, Santee and Warsaw. Okay. Uh, okay. I've read that. if you have enough layerable logs for okay. Well, well, I was just asking about Warsaw. I know you're not an expert. I don't consider myself an expert, but I'm just wondering if would the thickness, extra thickness of these, would I have to use? Because I'm saying they're about a good 5-6 foot around. Uh, for the biggest, and then about 3-4 foot around for the smallest. Would that extra girth, would I have to use more, or would I have to use less, or just kind of trial and error this thing? Okay, and then Santee from the Arizona Ghost Riders. If you're not sub to them, I don't know what you're thinking because you really need to. And Santee, if you want to, you can drop a link to your channel in the comments. You're always welcome to do that as a moderator. If you've got a channel and you want to drop a link, you're more than welcome to, and I do that. He says yes, the 4440 was used in the West. Warsaw says he was making a point that it's not weak. Yeah, I wouldn't think it would be weak, even out of even out of an a pistol barrel, over 5 foot, not 5 foot barrel. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk. A 5-inch barrel. I figured that would probably be the standard on most pistols in 4440. If I'm not saying 5 and blah 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 inches, I figured that would be the kind of standard back there. I don't think they would be. Um, you would see maybe if you saw them in like belly guns, but still, even at the range of the shooting, even for it would be kind of. I don't know. That's the thing. Oh, okay, yeah. Arizona Ghost Rider says, "Oh, Warsaw Pacer. Oh, so, yeah, sorry. 400 to 1,245 feet per second is darn good." Okay, back to talking about the bullet things. Bullet stop. I say the more salt and good amount of logs that are thick, but not too thick to absorb the bullets. You need logs and salt to absorb and take the shot. I've seen logs make bullets ricochet in video. Yes, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie. When I was shooting the spinner target at like 7 yards, even though the box says you can do that, I had kind of a little bit of an angle, but not as much of one. I was still worried about it ricocheting off, and that's probably why my aim sucked. But I'm gonna be. Went to my reloading area. I didn't go to Walmart no more, and I found this, and it has one of these things on it, and it has a stand where I can put other targets on top of it. Uh, and so I'm going to be redo. I have to redo part 3 because of cap and ball for self defense because I want to use these and everything. So I'll be using these in those videos if I ever get to go back out to the range when it's not. It seems like every time I plan a range day, it rains to reprove the accuracy of these. From a draw, shoot 5 times, reload, shoot 5 times. Now, on the reload, I am not the fastest. I think I proved that in part 2, which, by the way, was the 3rd time I made that. But anyway. Yes, and most of the people I have talked to, they say they've told me kind of the same thing you have, and that's but the only thing that they've recommended is right before I put that final layer down, I get some like sheet metal, uh, and put there, so it'd be like logs, sheet metal, logs, and then dirt over the whole entire thing, just in case I get one that hits through a couple gaps in the logs. That sheet metal will help stomp it just on the safe side. And that's I would rather be overly. I want this thing to be able to stop a 500 Smith and Wesson round, even though I'm shooting black powder. I'd rather be that prepared than underprepared, because I don't want to accidentally hurt someone that's just maybe walking out in the woods somewhere. Crazy things have happened. I'd rather be overprepared than underprepared. Soul mostly absorbs the bullets. The bigger the mound, the better. Yeah, yes, that's what another thing that they've told me is the bigger the better. So I'm out of cigars, and I just don't want to get some smoking cigarettes tonight, guys. Yeah, like I said, I would. Yeah, soil does absorb a lot, but I'd rather be, like I said, be overly prepared, so than underprepared. And so a good effective backstop is going to be a little more down the future. Right now, what I'm doing is just, yeah, I want to go get one, and I keep them in this nice little box that I painted myself. Want to go open it, like, oh, I got a cigar for tonight. Nope, nope. Uh, that's okay. I gotta go get some. I gotta go run to the store later, and because I didn't check until it was like almost time to start this thing. I don't smoke a lot of cigars, guys. But what was it? Oh yeah, the mount. Yeah, and then once I get that built, because I won't be putting it at the farthest that I can shoot. I'm gonna be putting that at the very back. That way, and then I'll be having my target set up there. I'll be having probably just some random things, and then probably in the middle, I'll probably have like a. I'll be taking the tub that's out there that y'all have seen, putting a mound of dirt there, and putting that on top of it, and then putting more dirt on top of it, and at about the middle point to shoot at like soda bottles and stuff. That way, it'll be at an angle, so it'll go boom, and then if it still goes through, it will hit that bigger mound back behind it, so it will be kind of spent a lot of energy through going through that tub area, and so if it even reaches down that way, it won't. There's no way it's going to go through. I want to be superly overly prepared because I don't want to accidentally shoot someone or an animal somewhere down the line. Hey, Michael Signs. Uh, this is on Google Hangout. If you want to join, emails are open. Not open. Like unseeable. Except for me. So if you want to join, you can drop your email or your Hangout name, whatever. And if you want to be on, you can be on, even if it's just for a few minutes, whatever. Just to shout out your channel, talk. That's an open invitation to anyone and everyone who's on the chat right now. And back to Warsaw Patriot. That's what I would do. Make a second backsplash. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. And also that way I don't have to. I can say, okay, how do I put? I can go have that shorter mound right there. I can shoot my pistols and then grab up my rifles from the table and then shoot that. So I kind of want to do that one day. Just do like cap and ball pistols and then just kind of like cowboy action or two gun that like in range do, like they like shoot their pistol and then they get transferred to the rifle and shoot that. I think, kind of with the old Civil War guns, I would like to see if something like that could be even done. And I do have a lot of things on my to buy list to be more historically accurate. Era's Gone Bullet Mode has a mold for the sharps. I want to get that. I have some linen coming in the mail because I couldn't find none locally. Hey, Uncle Jim, I'm going to be trying to get this. I'm going to be trying to be done before 7. That way I can make it to your live stream so I can watch that as well. And hi. Because your live streams are fantastical. And I'm like your catchphrase, no bad no, because every time I start messing up, it's that pop. It's like that. It's like no bad no. What am I doing wrong? Oh yeah, I'm about to double charge this case. Which, by the way, I almost did. Yeah, apparently, 45 long Colt or 45 Colt, as they're actually named, can hold 10.9 grains and still have the bullet seated on them, which is out of the pistol I shoot and probably other pistols I don't really know, is a big no-no. Yeah, no bad. That's a big no bad no. Because, I mean, if you had one that could handle that kind of pressure, um, you've got a 45 Colt Magnum, but I don't know if there is one out there that could handle that kind of pressure because at 5.5, it gives you about 800, from the chronographs readings that I've gotten here, at the elevation and all this stuff, I'm getting, with the Trail Boss, I'm getting about 815 PSI with Trail Boss about every shot. Not PSI, feet per second, that's one thing of, okay, Arizona Ghost Rider says an original Ruger Vaquero probably could. Uh, Michael Stein says maybe out of a rifle. Uncle Jim says 45 long Colt. Yeah, and but so I'm shooting out of a cartridge conversion. I believe it's called RN. It's a R&D drop-in cartridge conversion for my Remington. It's max. What it can actually hold is only up to 750 to 850. At 750 at the lowest, apparently, and 850 at the max. And why is my puppy going nuts? We got rid of one today, and then this one's been doing this every time it wakes up. Yeah, Michael. Okay, back to the comments. Michael Sign says, but not in a drop-in cartridge conversion. Yeah, I'm sticking to what they say, trying to keep it low. I am doing uh, a reloading series for cartridge conversions on UGTube. I'm showing you my reloading process, and I've got a bunch. I've got some factory still. I'm gonna be showing those compared to, I think it's 35 Trail Boss, and then I'm trying to get some unique. The store I went to today was out. I think I got some universals. I won't be. I've got some. I got some different kind of powders that the load book says where I could find this. Okay, this is going to be 850 or under feet per FPS, and I've got some either on order or they're already here. I just haven't loaded for them yet. Okay, whoa, okay, whoa. Yeah, if y'all give me 1 second, I'm gonna go find them. 1 second, I'm gonna go get them. Okay, sorry about the dead air. I had to go get the puppy. Okay. See, I can't remember if I read this comment from you or not. I got ripped apart recently for saying 45 long cold. Yes. Uh, most boxes say 45 cold. Some say 45 long cold. Uh, I use the historical term 45 cold because that's what they've been called. And on a lot of boxes that you get, like the HM, sorry, got a box here. It says on here, yeah, it says 45 cold on it. But I've also seen boxes that say 45 long cold. I guess it's kind of, they can be called either way, but mine is for 45 Colt. I don't know if there's a difference between 45 Colt and 45 Long Colt. I have not seen the differences. I have had a 45 Colt Peacemaker at one point, and I bought a box of Remington that said 45 Long Colt, and then I bought a box, I can't remember what it was, that said 45 Colt on it. They both went into the same gun. They both shot about the, well, they shot, and I had to learn how to shoot them because it was a replica, and then I sold it, which I should never have done. I got rid of that thing. I should have just. Anyway, okay. Michael Stein says my conversion cylinder will max at 850. Yes, same for mine. We probably is yours an R&D from Taylor's and Company as well. Just Warsaw says dogs need affection. Yes, I think he's just missing the brother he lost today. He got given to a good family. I know the family personally. They wanted a puppy. They just lost a dog, and it reminded them of that dog, so they got a new one. Warsaw also says, "I love dogs." Who doesn't? Arizona Ghost Rider says, "I think the term came about the Schofield used a shorter 45 called the 45 Schofield." Yeah, and I think that's where a lot of it comes from, is like the 45 Schofield or 45 short, and 45 Colt that from the Peacemaker that took the 45 Colt. It's weird. Uncle Jim says, "Oh, not the baby baby puppy." Michael's, yeah. See you later, Uncle Jim. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like Kyle and with his bullfrogs. I got puppies. My Winchester Super X box is 45 Colt, 45 Colt and long Colt, or is it the same thing? Yeah, I figured. Uh, and he says, yeah, yours is from Taylor's and Company. Okay. I'm also thinking about getting just an actual cartridge, like one that has all the cartridge converted with the loading gate and all that stuff for Remington. Thinking about getting that. I think that's on my wish list. Uh, Calvin Judge says, how woke are you?" Well, the fact that I'm drinking coffee at 5:39 p.m. on my day off, and I slept until about noon today. I don't know how awoke I am right now. And Arizona Santee from the Arizona Ghost Rider says, "Taylor's makes a fine one." Yes, they do. I have not had any problems out of it. You would figure there would be just a little problems. No, it went right into the Remington. No problem. Two different uh, Remingtons, same company and everything. Just you. They said you might need a little milling done. Nope. Just I work security at a bank and a hospital. So it just kind of depends on where I'm needed that day. I work Monday through Fridays, and mostly that's it. Those were the two main places I go, but sometimes I do have to go other places. Now, I can't remember your name. What did we name you? Anyway, this is one of the puppies. He's a male. Oop, I'm about to drop him. He's a beautiful little thing. Uh, Calvin said, I have a very important discriminate playlist on my channel. You need to see in full. Many thanks. I mean, if you want to jump on here, I mean, you can just and because I mean, I'm willing to talk about really anything. Uh, I mean, just all you gotta do. Emails are where only I can see them, or you can put your Google Hangouts things. Okay. I have a feeling Semi last wants to be on here. Okay. I was going to. Did you want to be added? Is that why you sent me that? Oh no, you dropped a link. Okay. Oops. No. I don't want to do that. I'm trying to allow you to see it. Oh well. Okay. Okay. Michael Sign says, yep. Though I've been told by several folks that the Chris cylinders are stronger and will take heavier charges, but that hearsay as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm looking at them because I've heard the exact same thing and I've been doing research on them. Uh, so I don't honestly know because I have never shot one. I have never reloaded for one. I honestly don't know. The only reason I know about Taylor's and the R&D one is because I have their little handbook here, and so I kind of stay in that place. Yes, he is a very cute puppy until he's up at 1 o'clock because he's hungry. He's the only one that wakes up at 1 o'clock and is hungry. Warsaw. Oh man, that dog reminds me of my old grandfather's golden retriever. Yeah, he's a mutt. They're mutts. They're nowhere near purebreds. They got boxer, lab, German shepherd, and some form of pit in them. But the mama, they are the sweetest, cutest little things. Both of them are. And for the people anyone that says a pit is a vicious thing, how are you raising your pit? Because I've had three, and none of them have been vicious. It's all about. I've had more dogs that I've gotten rescued that were not pits that were rescue dogs that were more vicious and had to have more work with them. Are you aware of the Black Anti-Gravity Project? Nope. I haven't. Honestly, I have not. I work too much. Uh, See you, Michael Sign. See you, Santee. You be good too. Don't get any problems and fights with your wife. But no, Calvin Jingle. However you say your, I'll just call you Calvin. Uh, no, I have not heard of the Black Anti-Gravity Project. Uh, but I can try to look it up real quick. If I can get, there we go. Get a new window open. So I can kind of familiarize myself with it. Yeah. Puppy, go. There you go. Be happy. Anti. Like anti-grav. Okay, let's see what it gives me. Oh, zero. You're talking about 0 point energy. Okay, I kind of know about that. I'm not really in the know, like big on that one. No, I'm not. Sorry. I'll look it up though. And maybe we can do a hangout about it or something next time. And we can, I mean, talk about it. When I'm a little bit more informed about it. So, but yeah, what were we talking about again? Oh yeah, cute puppies and stuff like that. But I'm gonna have to be going here because I gotta eat me something not too long from now. Then I gotta watch Uncle Jim. Uh, anything y'all want to talk about while we? So I'm gonna try to end this in about 14 minutes, guys. I only want to do about an hour live stream today. Anything at all, guys. I mean, sausage. I'm watching a cute puppy. I will. Worse, Calvin, I will, as soon as I can, I will be going back and looking through this live chat, and I will be doing that. I'll be go and try to find your playlist. Warsaw Patrick asked, "What's your favorite pistols? Modern or historical?" Uh, because my favorite modern one would probably be the Beretta M2. Warsaw says both. Modern, like I said, the Beretta M2. I have a lot of hands-on experience with that pistol. And then probably my pistol would have to probably be the Remington New Model Army. It honestly would. I just like the way it's very sighted. The way everything works feels very modern, but back then. And welcome back, Michael Sines. Hope everything was okay. I have a feeling I probably know why you had to step away. But yeah, but uh, the only Taurus product I've ever had, Warsaw, it was the Taurus Judge. And that's okay. So it wasn't. I thought it would might have been you had to do something for your dad, Michael Sines. Which I'm still praying for him. The only like I said, the only Taurus I've ever had was the Taurus Judge. It was my first concealed carry revolver, which is honestly horrible idea, but I it was what I could afford. Okay. But you said the Taurus PT92 is a copy of the Beretta 92 FS. Yes, I've heard that. I just never owned one. I've only owned one Taurus. I've thought about getting borrowing one of my friend's High Points. He's got one, the 45 caliber one. I can't remember the name offhand. And comparing it to other pistols that I could get my hands onto and see what if it's as. A lot of people rag on it, but I mean, think about this. It's under $200 and it's built like a freaking tank. For a first gun, I can't see anything wrong with that. And a lot of people, anyway, we'll get on that later. Okay. Oh wow, I've got a lot of comments. Calvin says the Mauser C96 any day. Yeah, I can understand that because if you've got the original holster for it, it turns into a carbine. Uh, okay. As far as older style, is the Colt single action army. I, I do like the Colts single action army. Don't get me wrong, but the reload speed that's what kills me on it. I mean, I can reload literally cap and ball revolvers faster with a spare cylinder than I can that unload reload the same amount of rounds of a single action army. Maybe I'm just not don't have enough training with it or time with it. That's just what I can do my personally self. And actually, in part 2 of the cap and ball revolver, you'll see how actually even with fumbles up, you'll see how fast I can reload that thing. And I don't have a Colt single action army anymore, so I can't show that at the moment. I am going to be working on that part. Michael says you just got a call. Like I said, I thought it was your dad, and I'm like praying about that. Can't remember if I answered that comment or not. Yeah, I apparently did because you said thank you. Sorry, my chat's a little. I will scroll down a little bit. Let me scroll back up here. Calvin also said the Luger P08 best gun. If we're talking about guns of World War II, honestly, my opinion, the best gun from World War II would be for handgun calibers. Handguns would be the Colt 1911 made by Remington. Yeah, Schofield Roberts. I want to get one in 45 Schofield so I can reload that cartridge and have one. I think Birdie makes or used to make them for 45 Schofield, but I'm not exactly 100% sure. I know that there was either Birdie or what is it? What's that other one? Petasoli, I think does that. I'm not sure. I saw it on Cap and Ball YouTube channel one time. I can't remember. I had to go back and watch that video. I would like to get one, but I could probably find one that's an original that would shoot 45 Schofield rounds. If not, I could probably find one in 45 Colt and then use the 45 Schofield in it. That's kind of what the advantage of the Peacemaker over the Schofield was, that it could take both cartridges. Colt is a good gun, but it allied nonsense. I like the Luger more because of German Reich. Well, let's not go into politics, that kind of politics, because you don't really want to hear my answer on that one. No, I've shot a Luger, and I've shot a Colt. I actually have a Colt from World War II that my grandfather brought back. It was a Remington. The Remington versions of the Colt. Ow, that's my pinky toe, you little. Why do you nibble on me? And I've shot a Luger. The Colt has more stopping power than the Luger. The Luger, yeah, has more range and penetration power, but 9mm Parabellum, 2 shots to a 45 ACP's 1 shot at the exact same range. I will take the pistol that takes 1 shot to stop somebody over someone that takes 2 shots. That means, yeah, my weight's going to be, weight-wise for the ammo is going to be a little bit more, so I'm not going to be able to carry as much. But I'm not going to be using a lot of ammo. But anyway, okay. Warsaw Patriot says, LOL, he likes you. Yeah, I have noticed if he bites it, he likes it. Michael Stein says, my favorite handguns, early modern, 51 Colt Navies, 60 Armies, 58 Remingtons, 73 Peacemaker, Winchester 73, 86 Sharps 92, oh, goodness gracious. Smith & Wessons, you had to make me speak a lot, didn't you? Smith & Wesson M19, M20, Colt 1911s, Heritage Rough Riders 22 Mag, M1A1, and 270 bolt guns. Wow. But what? Well, come here. Well, come here. Come here. You looking for something to chew on? Come here. I don't know what's going on with this puppy. If you live in Arkansas and you want a puppy, they're free to a good home. That's literally that. You'll probably see them on Facebook here in a day or tomorrow, I think. But yeah, they'll make good hunting dogs because their mom is trained hunting dog anxiety, and so is their daddy. So they'll have that a lot. Okay. Winchester 73 and 45 Colt, 357 mag, or 30-30. All out of that caliber, out of a lever gun, all acceptable to hunt deer with in the state of Arkansas. With 45 Colt, you need an 8-inch plus barrel to go hunting deer. That's why I got the Remington New Model Army, because it came with 8-inch barrels. Look up if I pronounce this name wrong, please forgive me. Look up Georg von Rickenwein's revolver. This is the absolute best. Again, when someone says something is the absolute best, that's an opinion to me. Until you can put the revolver in my hand and compared to other different guns, the same year it came out, and then up to from before and past the date, and prove within a shadow of a doubt that it is not better. It is no until you can prove it is better than all the other ones. That is an opinion to me. I prefer 19. Warsaw says I prefer 1911s over German-made pistols. The only German pistols I like is the Walter P38. That is a good one. That one has been proven time and time again. That is a very good pistol. Uh, but I don't look at pistols that I don't look at what company makes it. I don't look at where it was made. I look at the sheer facts. How many shots is it on average does it take to stop a human person? Ammo capacity per uh, how often does it jam? What are all the negative things? What are all the positive things? Is the sights adjustable? Is blah blah. Well, I'm looking at modern guns. Now, historical guns, I take them as it is. I make them work. Oh wow, okay. Uh, this is the most my chat's ever gone off like this, guys. Thank you. I read that one. It was made before 1860 and is the oldest handgun. So it probably does not have the. It's probably one of those that you have to cock, rotate the revolver cylinder, and then fire. So then, how is a Colt Patterson not better than that when all it is just pop, pop? I mean, if you're gonna say it's the best, yeah, it's old, but if it's supposed to be the best, how is it the best? Please explain your opinion, your side of this argument. I mean, I'm not trying to jump you or anything. I'm just, if you're trying to educate me, please. And I have questions, and this is a genuine question. The Walter P38 is what made and inspired the Beretta 92. Yes. Uh, and it's a. Let me get this puppy real quick while y'all typing. I think about this. Oh. Okay. Is this what you want? You want to be held? Oh. Okay. I'm back. Sorry. Now back to the last comment. The Walter P38 is what made and inspired the Beretta 92. Okay. Yes, that is true. That is the truth. That is 100% true. But I think when it was how do I put this? Because I don't want to insult anybody because I don't want to insult even myself because I like the Walter P38 and I like the Beretta 92. It's it seems because and I've shot both and it seems that the Beretta kind of improved the Walter P38. It has a lot of the same design features and all that stuff, and but it seems like the Beretta is the next step up of what the P38. Yeah, yeah, but I don't want to. I will speak my mind, but I just at the same time I don't want to. I would like to stop and think about what I say because I don't want to just come off sound like a stupid redneck. Okay, but I love both of them. Honestly, I wish I could have both of them. I have some trigger time behind the P38. I have a lot of trigger time behind the Beretta 92. Now Calvin says your enemy will be overwhelmed by the sheer coolness of your finely decorated 400-year-old gun. It will turn heads and stop anyone without even shooting once. And you can't fire a gun this old. It is a museum piece and probably too brittle to be safely using. I can, yeah, and I would wish there would be companies out that would make these older style of guns. Because that would because it would be fun to test them. It would be fun to see how that they were used. without having to possibly destroy a museum quality piece. Uh, I don't know if they would be as elegantly decorated as probably the originals, but I would like to see that. I would like to see like more companies like Pieta or Uberti, Petasoli, stuff like that make like the wheel lock, like a wheel lock rifle or a wheel lock pistol. Um, some guns that usually you have to find this craftsman to make. Some of the ones that you would have to literally destroy. Speaking of destroying a museum slash historical piece, I saw a video from a newsstand. Um, some woman gave police some guns to a so-called buyback program. Are you talking about where this woman gave like a bunch of historical? I think, if I'm not mistaken, one of them was like an ST G44 or something, the Sturmgewehr rifle. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah. I saw that. I actually have it saved on Facebook because I didn't get to finish reading it. Uh, Michael Science says the Lamont is probably the most in. Okay, please stop using big words. I am, believe it or not, just a redneck that failed grammar. Most something of the early modern guns being currently reproduced. Incarnate. Oh, okay, that's it. Lament is probably the most incarnate. No, I don't know. I can't read it. Uh, Michael, could you write that? Rewrite that comment for someone that has a problem with grammar. Point A and point B don't no longer connect all the way. They go sometimes goes to C. Yes, I was kind of mad about just from what I read about that. She gave up a gun that was easily 1,200 plus, depends on its condition. Because if she could prove where it came from, it's not 1,200, like 12,000. Not 12,000. 1,200. Yeah, 1,200. Easily, historical. She could prove its provenance. It could be that could be a good starting. Yeah, not to mention her husband brought it back. Yeah, yeah. I mean that would be like, oh, okay, complicated gun. Okay, I was trying to say that the Lamette is the most complicated gun being reproduced. Yeah, yeah, it is. But at the same time, I would love to have one. But at the same time, it's like almost $800. Uh, so yeah, that's going to be later on down the line when I can. She had. Oh, you're still on with the Lady War. So yeah, she had no right in my mind to give it up to the police. No, she should have donated it to a museum, in my opinion, honestly. And believe it or not, I have gotten an email from a historical reenactor group around here asking if I will come down and learn more about the Sharps rifle from them. next time that they do, and they will help me understand some of the drills and stuff because I contacted them and they've emailed me back. So I will be, and they said I could videotape that. It's just it was supposed to be going up in May, which is next month, but now, yeah, this court, not knowing what this court's going to do, I had to email them back and say, hey, I'm gonna need some other time frame because I had a court appearance that I'm a witness to, and now I don't know what's going to go on with that, so I have to. I don't know what's going to happen between that, so now I have to reschedule this, and they told me that's fine. They do one like once a month, and it's they do the one and only battle that actually happened in Arkansas. Then a governor that was my relative surrendered because he. Anyway, there's a company that reproduces the wheel lock, but you have to buy them without flash holes because it's a company from Canada or Europe, but you can tap it yourself and it will be able to fire. But the question is, if they make it without the um, touch hole, how strong is the barrel? Because that's the question. How is the barrel actually meant to have powder in it and fired? Um, that's that's my biggest worry is getting a gun like that I have to do the work to, or I'm going to have to do the work to. Is it going to blow up the first time I put, say, actual military loading for this gun in there? Like for my 45 Colt out of the Remington, I actually loaded up 45 Colt with the military cartridge load. Was the R&D cylinder going to handle that? Apparently, yes. Um, and it's kind of that, will this blow up on me? That's the kind of the thing I'm worried about, and I'm. Oh, okay. So it is up to spec, Michael Sign says. They just don't put the flash hole in to make it legal to ship out of the country. Okay, uh do you have a link to this company that you can send me on Facebook? Because you know how to get a hold of me. That's another reason why you're a moderator. Because if when I see you block a comment or something, I can ask you kind of like why you did that and stuff like that. But if I didn't think it was justifiable, I can kind of find out why you thought that. But anyway, so if you don't mind doing that, would you, so I could look at them? Because I would like to get a hold of a. Okay, thank you, Michael Science. Because for those who don't know, I love to learn new things. And if I'm wrong about something, I want y'all to tell me. And or if y'all think I need to look at something or learn, hey, maybe check out this guy and say, hey, um, check this out. Maybe it'll help with your own research. You know, I'll gladly do that. The moment you refuse to learn anything new is the day you stop mentally growing and the day you start becoming, your mental health starts going downhill. Uh, Before any kind of like old age disease kicks in, and oh my goodness. Okay, Michael Signs. But anything else y'all want to talk about? I mean, as long as we have topics to talk, we'll talk until closer to 7. Uh, so like I said, I really want to watch that Uncle Jim's live stream. Oh, favorite World War II rifles. Hmm. It would have to be for me, for personal family reasons, would be the M1 carbine. And that was because my grandfather carried one. Yeah, yeah, the M1 Grand. I would love to have one of those. I just do not have the money to buy one of those. That was his service rifle for a while. Then he got some. I can't remember what else it was. And then he stayed in closer to Korea. He got an M14. Uh, and yeah, he had a few different service rifles as they because he retired close to the beginning of the Vietnam War or policing action, however y'all want to look at it, because it said the Vietnam War, but war was never officially declared. It was always a policing action. But I consider it a war because of how many people died on both sides. But I would have to say the M1 Grand, uh, or I don't know. The Mausers are very good rifles as well. It's kind of hard to choose, really. Um, it honestly is. It's because then you've also got the special category of rifles that are mostly bolt actions that are made for just snipers, and I like those, but it's hard to kind of really pick the top favorite of rifles of that because you've got the SMLE in that category, and that is a very, very fine rifle, very smooth action. Yes, it's a Mauser. Then you got the Springfields, you Grands, then all the rifles on the German side. There's just a lot of rifles in that war that are very, very good rifles. It's just, but for personal reason, I'd have to say the M1 Grand because my grandfather used that rifle. And that's okay. Okay. Michael's son says, "Okay, I'm back. I looked at the website. Unfortunately, they didn't have a wheel lock, but they have matchlock pistols and muskets. Ooh, that saves me from having to have one custom made. So well, it depends on which one's going to cost more, the custom made one or them. And yes, Michael, I did get your message. I just haven't looked at it yet. I don't want to do too many things. Michael, what's your favorite World War II rifle? Since Warsaw asked the question, I want to hear what your opinion is. That's what we were talking about. Because for personal reasons, I'm gonna have to go with the M1 Grand. I mean, it was that right step to kind of what we needed in a PDW, personal defense weapon, and at the same time, it really outclassed. Even though it was classified as a PDW, it outclassed the service rifles. So yeah, the Mo's and the guns. If you can get one that actually works, uh, one of my friends had one and he had to do a lot of work to the bolt because someone didn't know what the world they were doing. He had to get a whole new bolt group. And so yeah, if you can get one that's been untampered with and is in pretty good condition, they're very good rifles. I don't talk to that friend very much anymore. I actually need to. He moved to the other side of the country, and so it's hard to kind of talk to someone and it's hard to talk to someone in California when they're on not California, Colorado when they're on Colorado time and you're in Arkansas time, and you don't catch him at work and he doesn't try to catch you. You know, it's just that time delay, time check. The ST, no, I'm saying the STG-42, not the Soviet semi-auto SKS. I think that's the one, right? I have a lot of friends that are mill certs, uh, collectors, so they let me go out and shoot with them sometimes, and I get to shoot those kind of mill certs. If y'all notice, I like the Civil War mill certs. They shoot mine, I shoot theirs, and they're like, "How?" One of my friends actually asked me, "Why didn't we?" That's kind of why I asked the question last time I was on the live stream. Why didn't we choose the sharps compared to the trap door? Because we did a speed run uh, for 5 shots. My sharps, even though I have to put the paper cartridge in to close it, and then put the cap on top of it, and then full cock it and shoot. Not shooting for accuracy, just for time. The sharps, me shooting the sharps and him shooting the trap door was just I beat him by like 3 milliseconds to being done. Uh, the earliest, the first early version of the Mosins. Okay, well. Funny thing, Remington used to make Mosins. Did they? I didn't know that. I did not know that about Remington. Michael says he's never fired a Mosin, a Mauser, or an SKS. Uh, Never fired an AK or a similar variant either. Yeah, I've never. I think I fired the AKM just because I was had to. Um, Warsaw Patriot. Okay, he corrected the typo. Okay, you will love shooting an AK, Michael. Yeah, they are. As long as they're not on full, you try to just hold down the trigger of any weapon that is full auto. You just burst it. It's going to have accuracy to a degree, and you know where it's shooting. But in semi-auto, the AK platform is very accurate. The M4, M16 variants, or the standard Armalite AR-15s, are very accurate and very good rifles. I need to get. I'm looking at a Bushmaster for the channel, but I have a feeling I'm probably to help fund the channel until I get to 1,000 subs. I might have to do like a Patreon thing and just to kind of help fund the channel. But I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm still debating that with myself because I don't want y'all to have to pay just to keep the channel up. But at the same time, it's Michael says he's just in the side check because he's on a call. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm distracting you. Uh, Warsaw Patriots. What are you saying cool about? Because I don't. If you're talking about me setting up a Patreon account, I don't really want y'all to have to pay for it. But at the same time, trying to pay bills and run this channel on a weekly basis, it's kind of on that verge of almost impossible. Oh, okay, you were talking to Michael. Okay, just making sure. So, what are y'all's opinion on that? What I would like to hear. Well, the two people that are here and anyone that's in watches the replay. What y'all's opinion? Should I? And what kind of perks could I do, or what should you think I should do to kind of help just keep the channel floating a little, just a little bit? I mean, it. Uh, I'm at the moment right now just keeping this. I'm funding the channel with like $100. But that is not going to help buy any new guns. I mean, to buy, like say, the Remingtons I got, that was like 3 months of channel saving up to help do the channel. Uh, I'm not, and if I do like a Patreon or something, it's just going to be a link at the bottom. If you donate, you donate. If you don't, that's fine. I mean, it's going to be up to y'all. But do y'all think I should do something like that, or should I do like sell like merchandise or something? Uh, I'd like to hear y'all's opinion on it. And I've got a numb leg. My leg went numb and now it's coming back to wake. Warsaw says you could try Patreon. Okay, what should be like a perk? I mean, that's another thing. What kind of thing can I do like a perks? I mean, I don't. That's the thing. I really don't. Uh, I'll try it. At least until I hit like 1,000. Then if I hit 1,000, I'll probably start doing some kind of like merchandise thing. Cause maybe like T-shirts or something, and then get away from the Patreon thing. Cause once I hit that, I do have the channel set up to be monetized. Yes, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I do have it set up to be monetized, but that's just mainly to help fund the channel. Whatever I make off YouTube is going to go back into the tape. You know, go back into the table. Yeah, whatever I make off this channel is going back into the channel. So if I just say I do have the Patreon. I set up the T-shirts, and then I'm start making ad revenue off the channel, and I make in 1 month. Say I make enough to buy a new gun. I'm getting the new gun, and that's what or say I make over the amount of the gun. I'll buy the gun, put the rest into like internet bill, uh, or maybe a new camera or a new editing software. So I'm not doing the YouTube to become rich. I doing it to make videos, to have fun, to interact with people, to kind of destroy some myths about things, some that I've heard, which I just don't have the guns to do it with. As I get them, I do them. Uh, and if I make a little money off of it, it's all going to go back so I can do better quality. Like I could get a camera and live stream software that would make this, instead of it being pixelated, funny, and overly bright, I could make it actually better quality. I could get like the Lamat revolver, stuff like that. It's just, I mean, I could get more reloading equipment, so I could test like historical bullets. But like, I can get the Johnson and Dow, the Colts cartridge works, and stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to I guess that's what I'm trying to get out. Uh, is that I could use. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, guys. I honestly don't. I'm not in the YouTube for the money. I'm in it to help teach. But I'm going to have to monetize the channel to help fund these projects because $100 a month to get a new say this camera goes out to get a new one. That's 2 months of YouTube that I have set money that I have set aside to replace it. That means that's not a new gun. That's not a that y'all want to see. That's not a new mold. That's not powder I bought. Okay, okay, y'all can understand. At least I hope y'all understand. I just uh, but anyway, I just got the notification that Uncle Jim's about to go live. So that Warsaw and Michael and other people, that anyone that wants to watch it can watch it, especially myself. I'm gonna end the broadcast here. I hope you've enjoyed. It has been very fun. I'm like I said, I'm thinking about doing Red Dead Redemption 2 on Tuesday, and then try to do these just whenever I see a free spot open. Uh, and then anyone that wants to come on is allowed to come on and is more than willing. They can. And anyway, it's fun to talk to you, Warsaw. I think you were the one that commented the most on this live stream. But anyway, guys, I'll see you later. Bye bye.